Hey everybody, welcome back into the channel. As promised, we got the two pre-release kits. I'm going to open up the first one. We're going to match them up with these cards here. And then I'll do a sealed event with my brother-in-law. But I'm going to hop right into it, see what we get. If you have any deck building ideas or any suggestions for a sealed deck, that'd be great. I really like the set. Let me know if you guys got to attend any drafts or anything like that. I really like the pre-release kits, the new slim design. They've got different designs that they come out with at different points, but yeah. If you got a chance to go to a pre-release, let me know. Let's see what so we have the red die here with the Kamigawa Neon Dynasty symbol. Put it right up there next to the big one. Let's see what we got for our promo card. Mokodai Soul Ripper. So this one, when it attacks, you may sacrifice another artifact or creature, and then if you do, put a 1/1 counter on Mokodai Soul Ripper, and it gains menace until end of turn. So it's a very interesting sack outlet on an equipment, but very cool promo. 2 black for a 4/3, so it's not too bad. But a vehicle, crewing it is one thing, but then sacrificing a creature is another. So it's a different strategy in limited. So we got our 6 draft boosters, which are different than what you get in the bundles now. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Maybe I'll do some kind of first pick kind of ideas when I go through this. So Grafted Growth, Reckoner Shakedown, Fade into Antiquity. This is great in the format and limited and sealed, just because the Artifact or Enchantment hits a lot of stuff in this environment, so it's a great card. It is sorcery speed, but it hits a lot of. It's a very great removal. Arm Guard Familiar, Dragonfly Suit, Hacky Ember Keeper, Imperial Subduer, Jukai Preserver, Peerless Samurai for the alternative art style there, the Long Reach of Night, Imperial Recovery Unit. I haven't seen that one too often. Selfless Samurai, I've seen this. Whenever a samurai or warrior you control attacks alone, it gains lifelink, and then you can sack it to give another target creature you control indestructible. So it's a good combat type trick, but it also gives that kind of exalted effect for your samurai or warriors. Go Shintai of the Lost Wisdom. So this is one of the legendary shrines, and then at the beginning of your end step you may pay 1, and when you do, you target player mills X cards, where X is the number of shrines. So mill strategy, not too crazy in this format. March of Burgeoning Life, not a great rare, but as an additional cost to cast a spell, you may exile any number of green cards from your hand, and the spell costs 2 less to cast, so X can be reduced by 2. And choose target creature with mana value less than X. Search your library for a creature card with the same name as that creature. Put it onto the battlefield tap. So you have to have multiple creatures with the same name. Not a great commander card, so never gonna see a whole lot of play there. And then it's not I haven't seen anything with it too much in standard yet. And we have our land, very cool, one of the new art styles. Let me know what you think of the art from the set. And then the construct token, the 1/1, I haven't seen that yet, so that's quite a different take on that as well, so that's cool. So that's going to go here with that pile. That has the Wanderer in it. If you didn't see that previous video, go ahead and check that out when I opened that up. That was very cool. We'll get right into the next pack here. So Shrine Steward, Explosive Entry, Combat Trick, Virus Beetle. Each opponent discards a card. Great, fun little card and limited. Great Tanuki, Saibai Trespassers, Moth Rider Patrol, Nizumi Blade Blesser, Heir of the Ancient Fang, great card. Era of Enlightenment, Spinning Wheel Kick, haven't seen that one, but it looks like it's a combat fight kind of mechanic. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to each of X target creatures and their planeswalkers. So, multiple fight type skills. Malicious Malfunction, Dokuchai Silencer, it's the alternative art style again. And our rare is the Dragon Kami Reborn. You gain 2 life, and then exile it, transform it, and it creates an egg. So whenever an egg or dragon you control dies, you may cast a creature spell from among the cards you own in exile with hatching counters on them. Not a lot of play. It's kind of one of those, you have to put a lot into it, and then it has minimal returns. But Moonsnare Specialist, a very good card in limited and sealed. So when it enters the battlefield, return up to 1 target creature to its owner's hand. So ninjutsu style removal. So very good, rare. And then our dual land there. Gain land. When it enters the battlefield, it's tapped and you gain 1 life. On to the next one. Nothing too crazy for bombs wise so far in this pre-release kit, but we'll see what we get. We're almost, this is our halfway, our 3rd one in. Thunderous Colossus, Moonfolk, Puzzle Maker, Light the Way. Experimental Synthesizer, so this is a great card too. You can create a 2/2 white samurai creature token, and when it enters or leaves the battlefield, exile the top card of your library, and you can play that land until end of turn. So it's very, it's got that red impulse draw, but it also has a token creation, so it's a nice little 1 mana uncommon there for Seal the Draft. Bamboo Grove Watcher, Moon Circuit Hacker, very fun card there as well. Inkrise Infiltrator, nice little flyer that you can pump, so it's great for blocking plus getting through in the late game. Behold the Unspeakable, flips into a pretty big creature. Flying Trample gets +1/+1 for each card in your hand, so it's great for that. Naomi Pillar of Order, Goshintai, so another one of the shrines. At the beginning of your end step, you may pay 1. When you do, destroy target creature with toughness X or less, where X is the number of shrines you control. So it's a nice little removal for those little creatures, but Death Touch is always a good thing to have in Limited. Rabbit Battery, so giving haste and +1/+1. Cloud Steel Kirin, so not crazy again, but you can't lose the game, and your opponents can't win the game. So little fun creature there. Nothing crazy so far. Some white cards in here. Nothing too themed when it comes to samurai or anything like that. Network Terminal, you're already dead, so a little piece of removal. It's always a good card to have. Removals always good for Limited. Bread, the acronym. Bombs, removal, evasion, advantage. I don't know what the A and the D stands for. But yeah, just kind of your acronym for doing sealed. Tamio Safekeeping, very good card to give someone hexproof, kind of protect your creature, and indestructible. Mirror Shell Crab, Golden Tail Disciple, Kami's Flare, Clawing Torment, Tamio's Completion, Mokodai Ambusher, Befriending the Moths, Goshintai, so this is the red shrine, deals damage. Prodigy's Prototype, Leech Gauntlet. This is a fun card, 2/2 with lifelink, and it gives your creature lifelink, so it's a nice little creature. And our first rare, I think this is one of the first rare lands other than the red one. So the channel lands, you can discard it for 3 and a blue. Soaring City, return target artifact, creature, enchantment, or planeswalker to its owner's hand, and that costs 1 less for each legendary creature you control. So very cool. The rare lands in the set are very sought after, and it's a very good one. The only other one I think is the green one, but I haven't seen too many of those. But we'll see what we get here in the end. We got 2 more packs. Second to last one here, Searchlight Companion. Great little creature in Limited. It's a 1/1 flyer, but then you also create a 1/1 spirit token. So gives you a little bit of a few creatures on the ground to crew your vehicles and do the sacrifice stuff or ninjutsu stuff that you need to, especially with the flying. If you ninjutsu this in and then put it back out again, it's a very good card for that type of strategy. Towashi Songshaper, Kaido's Pursuit, Commune with the Spirits, Suit Up, Lucky Offering, life gain there, Sky Swimmer Koi, Mizumi Blade Master, The Fall of Lord Kanda, Discover the Impossible, our first uncommon, second uncommon there, Banishing Slash, Goshintai, so this is the white shrine, so we've gotten, I think, one of each of them. And then Grease Fang Okiba Boss. So this is your rat pilot. At the beginning of combat on your turn, return target vehicle card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Gains haste. Return it to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. So it's a nice little card to get cards from your graveyard, especially if there's vehicle destruction or artifact destruction. And then there's the land, the plains. Very cool. And then our spirit token. Last pack here. I'll lay out some of the rares and stuff like that, and we'll look it over. But let me know what kind of pre-release, deck you would build from this. So, Grafted Growth, Iron Apprentice, Mnemonic Sphere, Kitsune Ace, Kami of Industry, Careful Cultivation, Kami of Terrible Secrets, Ironfoot Boar, Dokuchai Shadow Walker, The Modern Age, Containment Construct. Whenever you discard a land, you may exile that card from your graveyard. If you do, you may play that card this turn. Touch the Spirit Realm, Unforgiven One in our last rare, Nashi Moon Sage's Scion. So this is a mythic here. I haven't seen this one in all the games that I've actually played. So Ninjutsu 3 and a black. Whenever Nashi Moon Sage's Scion deals combat damage to a player, exile the top card of each player's library. Until end of turn, you may play one of those cards. If you cast a spell this way, pay life equal to its mana value rather than paying its mana cost. So this is, I think I've heard them refer to it as like a Bob kind of style creature where you can cast something or you get something for life. So it's very good. Rat Ninja, very relevant key type or creature types. Dismal Backwater as our gain land. So when it comes to building a sealed deck here, I'm not too sure which direction. I mean, we've got some good black here, especially with our promo. Let's look through some of these. Just see. We got some evasion for our creatures there. Some okay creatures in black. We've got some white removal there. There's black removal. We don't have too many creatures when it comes to other colors. I know that these enchantments flip into creatures, so that might be a white kind of black theme to go with, especially with some of the equipment there. Blue's not too bad here either when it comes to ninjas. The flying